Drought in the UK. Hello everybody, Tom here from the Company Code. I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to discuss something that I didn't really think I'd see at this stage in my life, but sure enough it's happened. We are facing drought here in England, here in the UK, yes. A country that usually is always raining, usually cold, and rarely has warm weather. It's hard to believe, isn't it? But this is happening. Or so we're led to believe. How much of this is true and how much of it manipulation by the media to panic everybody? I don't know. What I do know is this. We've had unseasonably warm weather here. And I'm not complaining. I'm sure it's done the UK tourism industry absolutely amazing feats. But in reality, I was discussing this with a friend of mine the other day who's an American. England and the UK just can't cope with the extremes of temperature. Think about it. Our climate is temperate, which means variable. Okay? We are not equipped to deal with really bad cold, like I'm talking like ice and below -10 or anything like that. We can't. The country just grinds to a halt. Okay? And equally, when it's as hot as what it has been recently, you're seeing fires, you're seeing people in hospital, you're seeing all sorts happen. You know, we just can't handle it. But we need to. We need to, because this is going to become the new norm. You know, for years, I've been looking at the weather. I've been looking at, how global warming has affected us. And some would say global warming's a load of rubbish. It's not real. Global warming is real. I'm telling you now, it's happened. And it has happened as a consequence of man's intervention, definitely. And we must be ready to adapt to what will be the new norm. And the new norm is, in the future, we're going to see a lot more of this in our country. We're going to see a lot more drought, a lot more shortages of certain things that we need when we have hot weather. We're going to see possible hosepipe bans and reservoirs drying up and all sorts, okay? This is going to be normal. It's better that we get used to it now in the year 2022 than start worrying about it now in another 20 years' time, It's happening, whether we like it or not. It's happening as a consequence of what's happened and what we've done. We have to be ready for it and we have to be sure of it, And we're not ready for it. But this should be a big wake-up call for us all, because it's happening, okay? I've seen some freak weather in my short life, really I have. I've seen snow, end of May, nearly June. Not thick snow, but snow. Been cold enough to snow. And, I've seen warm weather in autumn. And when I say warm, I mean October time. Halloween, end of October, being quite warm. Like unseasonably warm, like Indian summer type warm. That's not normal. But again, what is now classed as normal is changing by the day. So even if it is the newspapers trying to scaremonger us like they do with pretty much everything, why I don't watch the news or read the newspapers, or whether it is actually not fiction but science fact, that we are heading towards a big shift in our climate here in England that will present us with challenges, whether that be drought, water shortages, hosepipe bans. There has to be a contingency plan in place now in terms of how we progress forward through this. Mum and Dad would tell me that back in the 1970s, back in 1976, we had extreme heat for literally 3 months. It was so bad that the government created a team to deal with it, and then literally the day after it rained for a month and all prayers was answered, if you like. But that's nature's way of balancing out, and nature will balance out because that's what nature does. You know, this isn't some man-made thing. Then, you know, what reaction the world will have is nature only. And nature will balance it where it can. So, I can tell you now that today it's stormy. The temperatures are cooling, and obviously the mixture of hot and cold air is making thunderstorm-like weather. It's very sweltering and humid. And to be honest, we need it. We need the air to be cleared. We need the water. We need the storm. Let the storm happen. That clears it then. And then that gives us some respite, really. And then maybe, just maybe, all these reports of water shortages and drought will disappear. But who knows? I thought I had to make this video today because there's a lot of worry, a lot of, you know, scepticism. But the fact of the matter is, it's happening. There's nothing we can do about it. We just got to adapt. And adapt accordingly, because this is going to become the norm. Really it is. Guys, I want to say thank you. Thank you all for listening. Third and final video of the week. Really appreciate your time and energy spent here. Thank you kindly. Third of 3 videos this week. Put down in the comment section below. What's your take on all this? Is it just being over exaggerated, or is there some cause for concern? Perhaps I think there's some cause for concern. I can understand certain elements maybe are being exaggerated. Maybe that's part of what I see as part of the solution, but I don't know. What I do know is that our climate's changed. It's going to keep changing, and we have to be ready for it, because that's just how it's going to be from now on. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Leave me a thumbs up and a like, and let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know my next content's out. Until then, I want to say thank you all ever so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'll be back with another 3 videos at the start of next week. Until then, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.